This that main character type music. Maybe like that. It's gonna fall. I'm an all-American bitch. Not just a bitch. An all-American bitch. That's an important distinction to make. Olivia Rodrigo happens to share this title, and boy, am I glad. There's been 2 albums on my constant rotation for the last 3 months, and that's Sour and Guts. I just needed to spill my guts about how much I enjoy these projects really quick. Now listen, I'm not some 30-year-old with a parasocial relationship with Olivia Rodrigo. I'm just a 20-year-old who trying to link. I mean, who really likes her music. She can weave together so many different unique styles that I have to call it art. I have to consider it art. The problem that a lot of online discourse has with this type of music is the belief that these artists are just soulless cash cows pumped into the industry to stimulate sales. That may be true for most artists, but I feel like Olivia Rodrigo has her own artistic merits and even some things to say that are actually valuable in her deeper album cuts. I would say there's more to her than meets the eye, but you would be excused for calling her an industry plant. I would say though you could see the contrast between her industry plant tendencies on Sour and her absolute musical perfection on Guts. I'm gonna start by talking about Sour. While it's her worst album, it was also her best album before Guts dropped. When you listen to this album, you can recognize exactly why people call her an industry plant. There's a lot of filler here that doesn't really introduce any new concepts. I swear there's like 3 songs that are the same song, just said slightly differently. And those 3 songs are absolutely not why I'm an all-American bitch. But I will give her credit. Olivia does a great job with the songs that are all hits on here. Driver's License gradually builds to a crescendo that just has to be experienced by anyone who enjoys music that airs melancholic. Now, as pretentious as that last sentence may sound, I swear these hits be cooking. Deja Vu is the best female performance I have ever heard. The story in the song is pretty simple. It's about the guy that Olivia used to date, dating someone else who's almost exactly like Olivia, hence Deja Vu. Who would have thought? Every word uttered in the song sounds like she intends to stab him. It's raw. It's emotional. It made a homie cry. That last part was a joke. Regardless, the beat switch at the end is enough for anyone who just likes good music. I also want to shout out Good For You. Ironically, when I first heard this song and its similarities to Paramore, I wasn't really that impressed, but it was after repeated listens where I fell in love with this song. Moving on to Guts. I've been waiting all video to talk about this album. So why talk about Sour? Watch time. Anyway, Guts is my album for 2023. It's not even close. Who else dropped? Lil Yachty? Drake? What was the other guy? Travis Scott? Nah, I'll take Guts all day. The reason being is that, dude, this album just slaps. It takes the pop punk foundation laid by Sour and just brings it to a whole other level. From the first to the very last second of this album, it cooks. Maybe I'm biased because I'm the same age as Olivia Rodrigo, but I could really relate to a lot of the things that she's saying on this album. Even if she's rich, it's interesting to hear her have kind of normal problems, like struggling to talk to people. Like, that's something that I struggle with. As well as her perception in the eyes of others, which basically just turns her life into a living nightmare. This album opens with the bipolar, all-American bitch. It's a great song, and as I said, bipolar as fuck. Olivia just gradually gets more and more angry as the song goes on until the song explodes into a pop punk banger. This song is also followed by Bad Idea, Right? Which I've never wished that I didn't relate to a song so bad. Like, bro, when you done with a girl and you're not gonna hit her up ever again, but then she hits you up and you know it's a bad idea. You know you're done, but fuck it, yo. Box. Vampire is an absolute showstopper. When I first heard this song in September of 2023, it quickly shot up to my number 4 on my Spotify Wrapped. It's almost like a 3-phase boss type beat. You know when you be fighting a boss in a video game or something like that? As you progress to each phase, the music just starts going crazy. The second phase is like dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, and then the third phase is like dun, 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 like that. It's crazy. It's like that, but on crack. Every instrument starts swirling and the drums kick up and the song just becomes anthemic. I really struggle to listen to the song just once, and it always leaves me begging for more. And that's why I'm convinced I could take this song to an island for 1 year and I would never get bored. I would still listen to it like every day, like at least 10 times. Funny story about this song, I went on vacation and I showed the people that I was staying with this song. It played like 10 times in the car rides, like to like events and shit like that. And I was only there for like 4 days. Like the other people, they would fuck it with it too. There's introspective cuts on here that dig a lot deeper than on her debut. Lacey, Making the Bed, and The Grudge are such interesting songs. The first one that I mentioned, Lacey, is about obsessing over someone who's just better than you, and why that makes you so insecure. This is basically the younger sibling song. Not a bad thing, but it made me realize far too much about what I'm insecure about, and I didn't like that. Making the Bed and The Grudge are cut from the same cloth, but I prefer the message and the performance of The Grudge. Olivia spits some fire when she go like, "You got everything." Yo, that shit goes crazy. The closer, Teenage Dream, is also an interesting cut because it has Olivia reflecting on her fame and the instability behind being a pop star. One day you could be doing crazy numbers, the next you could be irrelevant. It ends the album nicely and has a beautiful beat switch, plus performance at the end. Now, those introspective cuts are great and all, but dude, did I mention there's rock influence here? Ballad of a Homeschool Girl is goated. That's such a crazy title for a dude to be raving about. I could relate to it because in one of the verses, she's talking about working up the courage to finally talk to someone and approach someone. And then when she eventually does, she finds out that person is gay. Bruh, that shit happened to me on my first ever cold approach. That shit is so embarrassing. Not to mention the song Get 'Em Back. This is the anthem of petty, needy revenge. If you've ever been dubbed by a dude or a girl, this is the song that you listen to. If you don't know how to feel about them, like you love them, but you also hate them, this is the song for you. Matter of fact, listen to this whole album. Matter of fact, whoever you are, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, whoever you're seeing, just listen to this album. There's something for you regardless of your age, your anything. Guts is my album of 2023. There's really something here for everyone, and that's why I'm a proud all-American bitch. Thank you for watching a dude obsess over an album made for little girls. If you want to see more of my videos, please consider subscribing and help a young GYAT reach 1,000 subscribers. It would also help if you checked out my comedy channel, The Same Three Guys. Link in the description. I love you guys. Peace.